Now, kingdom building manhwas aren't exactly the easiest type of manhwas to find, since there's not really a lot of them. And I know that some of you guys are probably looking for some to read. So here's part 2 of the top 10 kingdom building manhwas. The Earth Savior Selection. The Earth has a message for all of its inhabitants. The world is ending in 42 days, and monsters will bring about the apocalypse. Game studio employee Jeong-Yu Park is selected by the Earth as someone who can save the planet. But he must first survive in a world where people are now killing each other for power. He also must compete with other saviors to retain his planet-saving abilities, as Doomsday approaches. Can Jeong-Yu become the savior the world needs? Now, the MC is just a regular office worker in the beginning, but he soon realizes that the savior he needs to be in order to save Earth is a ruthless and vicious one. Now, this manga went straight from 1 to 100 real quick. I knew the MC was going to change, but I just wasn't expecting it to happen so fast. But I loved it either way, and the art is top notch too. Weak Teacher. This manga is one of those hidden gems that for some reason just never get the attention they deserve. So the main character can practice martial arts, but then he meets an insanely weak-looking martial arts instructor that could die at any moment. But turns out he's actually insanely overpowered and decides to help the main character get stronger. The side characters also have a lot of developments throughout the manhwa so far, and the plot flows smoothly and is also very interesting. Although the art isn't the best, you can't complain when you're getting a lot more in return. The Absolute Gods Game. The boy dies. However, it was not the end but a new beginning. Once a year he would have to fight a battle that would cost him everything. The loser will be deprived of not only his memories, but even his powers. Now, this is very straightforward. All our main character is supposed to do is fight in order to survive. The more he kills, the stronger he gets, and that's exactly what he does. He kills people when he can and outsmarts them when he can't. For the most part, I can say that it's an excellent manhwa. It has the action and an MC that's not stupid. That's 80 points to my book already. And not to mention the plot and the art. This is a good read no matter how you look at it, so stop listening to me talking and go read it already. STO. STO is just an ordinary farmer's son, but with an extraordinary ability. He can read the thoughts and memories of humans and animals. For this, he is shunned by the village people, finding happiness in only his animal friends. After years of silently enduring the villagers' hostility, STO runs away the night he turns 19. His journey brings unexpected friendships and encounters, but will such bonds be able to show him there is more to him and his ability than meets the eye? Well, this manual made me remember my cat Eric that died. And yes, I know it's a weird name for a cat, but anyways. Our main character Estia starts his life anew in a different city, but gets tangled up in all sorts of trouble because of his ability. But somehow he always gets out of it with the help of his animal friends. This manhwa is more focused on the development of Estio and how he gradually starts accepting himself for who he is, and the art isn't that bad either. Shindorim. The world as they knew it ended. Radiation covered the world above ground and turned it into hell, and humanity headed deep into the underground. Using the world's most developed underground network as its backbone, they built an underground city, the last hope of humanity, the underground city of Shindorim. And they, who could not enter the underground city, were left behind in hell. So they had to get strong. And strong they did. Well, this is a post-apocalyptic type manhwa, and it does a good job at showing the different characteristics of that genre. The two main characters are pretty strong. They go around beating people up and collecting their bounties. Overall, I'd say it's a manhwa that focuses a lot more on action than anything else, and it makes it very entertaining. The Strongest Florist. Even though he's built like a fighter with a fearsome skull, Jehu would love nothing more than to become a florist instead. Unfortunately, Jehu's overbearing father disapproves, pushing his son to become an MMA fighter instead. Jehu enters the virtual reality game, New World, to escape his father's ambitions. But will he be able to realize his dreams? Now, the main character in this manhwa just wants to play the game for fun, while just relaxing, but for someone who's not even playing the game seriously, he gets way too strong in such a short time. And for a spirit gardener, he fights pretty well when he should be planting flowers. This is just one of those manhwas you'll forget about pretty soon. You might as well just enjoy the art while you're reading it. FFF Class Trash Hero. After being summoned to Fantasia, Hansu Kang spends a grueling 10 years and finally defeats the Lord of Demons. He's happy and assumes he'll be returning to his own world when unexpectedly the god of the world gives him a report card. So yeah, if I had to choose how an isekai manhwa should be, this would definitely be it. A well-rounded manhwa with the perfect anti-hero as the main character that's funny as hell. I really want to thank the author of this manhwa for allowing me the opportunity to read this masterpiece. It was truly an honor. Well, I won't even say anything else other than the fact that the art is good, the action is there, and if you laughed in a while, then there you go. There's no need to thank me. Soul Station Necromancer. After years of fighting for survival on planet Alphen, Kang Woojin had become a fearsome necromancer and ruler of his own territory. But now that he's finally found a way back to Earth, he's nothing more than a low-level player clearing dungeons for cash. Soon enough, though, Woojin's undeniable skills have major guilds vying for his attention. And just in time, because with Woojin's old enemy threatening invasion, those skills might be the only thing standing between humanity and destruction. This is your usual isekai manhwa where the MC gets nerfed in the beginning but quickly gets overpowered. The storytelling is kind of interesting, but there isn't really much that sets it apart or anything unique about it that would make me say that it's great. It's just average, but if you're looking for a good isekai manhwa to read, then this should be able to satisfy you. I have a mansion in the post-apocalyptic world. Jiangshen crossed into the Judgment Day after the nuclear war, and there was a mess everywhere. In order to survive, Jiangchen led the refugees to establish a base area and set up a federation, then carry the Judgment Day's technology and return to the true world. Change the political structure of the Earth, rescue the world in a critical moment and establish the Great Union of Earth Federation. Expanding the territory and fighting the threat from the sky. Well, this is a good post-apocalyptic manhwa that is until you reach chapter 100. After that, it just slowly turns into garbage. It was great while it lasted, but for Chinese manhwa, it's better than expected. Well, at least the art is still good, but who knows? There's probably someone out there that would find it interesting enough. Truth Mask. A weak student with the worst performance at school got a mask by accident. It looks like something that no one wants, just like the comic hero. But when he puts on the mask, two abandoned parts become a powerful combination. The mask, the truth, the evil thoughts, the good actions, the powerful strength. Now, this manhwa was my cup of tea. I don't really enjoy Chinese manhwas that much, but every now and then I find some golden ones hidden away, and this is one of them. This is a true definition of what a supernatural manhwa should be like. It's just exciting with all the epic fight scenes. Although the main character needs some improvement, he's getting to the point where he's my kind of main character. You won't go wrong with reading this one. Now that's the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video and want more recommendations like this one.